Before we start the video, I would like to warn you, some images may be experienced as shocking.
Possible penalty of up to life.
From the very beginning.
Hi, this is Ray from CourtroomConvicts, where we will bring forth to you the 7 most dramatic convict reactions to a life sentence. Most of the convicts sitting in the courtroom think that they are overly smart and that they will never be punished for their crimes. So it is engrossing watching their reactions being taught a lesson. Number 1. Jaleel Smith Riley.
On to sentencing for the crimes. That included an apology.
I'm sorry. Go back on with you. I'm so sorry.
Jaleel Smith Riley was convicted of aggravated murder and attempted murder, and even pleaded guilty on August 11, 2016. But due to his choice to withdraw the appeal, the judge decided to sentence him to life in prison without any possibility of parole. After hearing the verdict and the punishment that he had to serve, Smith Riley collapsed on the floor of Kubicki's courtroom. And when he did get up, he shouted, "So what does he get?" It is not clear who he was talking about. Number 2. Diana Lovejoy. Diana Lovejoy tried to kill her son's birth father, Grim Mulvihill, who survived the gunshot. As a punishment, she was sent to the Chowsillas Women's Prison, where she is serving 26 years to life in prison. After the judge's statement and judgment regarding the trial, Diana couldn't believe what was happening. You can see that she starts feeling a bit dizzy and then almost falls off the chair as she collapses after listening to the guilty verdict. Number 3. Seth Welch and Tatiana Fusari.
Possible penalty of up to life imprisonment or any term of years less than life.
Seth Welch and Tatiana Fusari were convicted of a very filthy crime. They are guilty of killing their 10-month-old child by starving her to death. Their reaction to the sentence was compared side by side. Seth was completely shocked that they were given life in prison without parole, while Fusari broke into tears. Looks like they should have thought it through before going ahead and murdering their baby by literally starving her. People have expressed their concern over why these two had no idea why they were being punished for their crimes. Find the video interesting till now? Come and join our group of subscribers who get to see fascinating courtroom cases every week and don't miss out on the fun. Number 4. Ryan Stone.
We are going through trial after that, the week and a half trial. Extremely stressful, especially one of those extremely stressful.
The next criminal that we are going to talk about is Ryan Stone. He was convicted for leading the police on an extended high-speed chase across 60 miles. He was even charged with several other crimes, such as manslaughter and child abuse. The evidence showing him carjacking an SUV with a 4-year-old sitting in the car's backseat. Ryan Stone at first blamed his actions on drugs, but lawyers showed CCTV camera footage of him bragging about his crimes to the other prisoners in jail. All that he could do after being sentenced to 160 years in prison was only sit and cry. Number 5. Esteban Carpio.
As a story like this. From the very beginning.
Esteban Carpio was given a life sentence for the murder of a policeman in 2006 without any possibility of parole. He murdered the policeman while the policeman was left alone with him during questioning. The police were accused of brutality when he appeared for trial with red eyes and cheeks, forehead, and the cranial region was swollen. Even his bones were broken. The FBI cleared the police of any charges of brutality, and Esteban Carpio was given his final sentence, despite a ruling for an insanity defense. Number 6. Ted Kaczynski.
On January 22, 1998, the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty.
The Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, went from being a genius to a man with a twisted motive. This man received 8 life sentences because of his domestic terrorism that led to the death of 3 people and nearly 24 injuries. And rather than being remorseful about what he did, he instead went ahead and listed the 8 life sentences received as awards with the Harvard Alumni Association, just a little time before his 50-year class reunion happened in 2012. The group had to apologize for doing so, instead of him doing so. Number 7. Bryce Rhodes.
McLeod tells WDRB he was speaking with Rhodes before the hearing, explaining he would no longer represent him.
The once aspiring rapper went on trial for a triple homicide. From the very start of the trial, you could notice that Bryce Rhodes was completely rude, angry, erratic, every word that makes you like a person lesser. You would think that he would be worried when he was sentenced to a lifetime in prison, but he was far from worried. In fact, Bryce Rhodes interrupted the court with various outbursts, accused the judge of being a part of the Ku Klux Klan, spat on a lawyer, fired lawyers, and mocked the victims' families by smiling at them. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss another amazing video from us.